Tonight is the WWE Royal Rumble, and I'm going to be recording this show in two parts, before and after. As you know, the Royal Rumble is a highly anticipated event for those of you who are WWE fans. And even if you're not, just one of the most exciting events of the year, and I'm super pumped. Obviously, waiting for Alexa Bliss to come back.
I'm even wearing my Alexa Bliss socks for good luck, so
I'm all set. I'm sure we're going to see a lot of surprises. I'm hoping. Every year I think, oh man, this year it's going to be awesome. There's going to be all kinds of surprises. Usually I'm a little bit let down by this event because the anticipation is so high, but I do expect a really exciting event tonight. So we'll see if it turns out to be true. I was trolling eBay like I normally do, and I saw this Klaatu costume from Return of the Jedi. Very reasonable, but I always wonder, I lived through this, and I know a lot of you did too, and I don't recall any of my friends or anyone in school or anyone trick-or-treating for those couple of years, 83, 84, 85, in this Klaatu costume. I don't remember anyone being so compelled. If you think back to the way your mind was training back then, did you want to be Darth Vader, Luke Skywalker, Princess Leia, Yoda, Chewbacca, Han Solo? You name it. I think personally one of the coolest was a Stormtrooper. A Stormtrooper was an awesome costume. Just thinking about that. And then I think about space travel because I'm thinking about Star Wars, and I'm walking around Walmart and I see this toy spaceship. I would have loved that as a kid because I was always trying to create a spaceship or some kind of space transportation, space vehicle. So I would come up with a control board and all the navigation systems, and then I would just use my imagination. This is an actual toy spaceship. Pretty cool. Then I was thinking when I was in Walmart, would be a cool collection if you had your favorite movie, if it was a popular one, on DVD, but in those special editions that Walmart sells. Sometimes they do like a color motif. One time they did like green and black. This is red and black. So I'm curious to know, maybe some of you have that kind of collection. Like if you have one movie every time they did that special edition DVD slipcover, I think that's a pretty cool collection if you have that. If you do have it, let me know. Hit me up on social media at Sludge Central. It's that period of time in the year when not really a lot is going on. It's just kind of low key. Here it's cold, so that's no fun. I'm like a block of ice all the time. So any bit of news is really exciting. In this case, I just saw that Diet Coke Cherry, like that retro can of Diet Coke Cherry, is on its way back to shelves with the old style can. I love that. And the fact is, Diet Coke Cherry, it's its own distinct flavor. So if you know all the levels of Coca-Cola and all the ins and outs, this is pretty exciting if you're a fan. I know I am. It's a retro comeback that I would rate really super high, and I think Coca-Cola and Coke products have done such a good job at these. One that comes to mind is when they did New Coke tied into Stranger Things. I think that was unbeatable. It just worked out so perfectly. Like, why not? If you're going to bring it back for a reason. And that was the perfect reason. When it works, it works. And that one worked. I gotta put this back for a second. Oh, God. That thing is no joke. It's pretty heavy.
Yeah.
All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you. A lot of people were asking me, what do you snack on during these events? Do you get anything special to eat? And you know me, I try to eat healthy, but of course, sometimes you got to have those big cheat days. Tonight is not one of them. It's kind of low key. I'm sampling a lot of nuts. You guys know how I feel about my nuts. These look so good. All right, so these are Planters Duos. And no, I don't get paid to sample nuts. Okay, we went through this already. Peppercorn, pistachio, and Parmesan cashew. Pretty good. Buffalo cashews and ranch almonds. No way. I can't wait to try these. And these are more pistachios. So can you see that? Salt and pepper pistachios. You can't have a Royal Rumble without a Red Bull. Sugar-free Red Bull. Picked up again that iced vanilla berry, which I'm going to... Don't mind if I do. You know what I'm saying? I have my special glassware. How do you guys feel about ice? Are you a cube? Are you a cube person? Oh, maybe I should do this closer to the camera. Yeah. Oh. Can you hear that? Oh, that smells good too. Cheers to Alexa Bliss winning the Royal Rumble, or coming back at least as a surprise entrant. Here we go. For the Royal Rumble, you need that special glassware, the fine china. So ice-wise, are you into cubes? Are you into crushed ice? I personally, I don't want to be difficult. But of course, I would love to have my own preference, and that would be the little, like they're like pellets. It's not crushed, because when you get crushed, it's completely erratic sometimes. But if you have those really expensive refrigerators that make the nice little fine pellets, that is the best ice, in my opinion. I don't think you can get better. So that's what I would go with. I don't mind a cube. If you're going to go cube, cubes are fine. If you're going to go cube, I'll abide. The dude abides to the cube. Crushed is fine as well, but number one option are those little pebbles, those ice pebbles. All right, guys, so I'm going to rejoin you after the Royal Rumble ends. We're almost at the start time. The pre-show has already started, so I'm missing it. I'm going to get over there, start watching, and I'm going to come back after it's over and share my thoughts with you. The Royal Rumble is over, and Bliss is back, baby. What a show, an amazing event. It just so happens that Rip-Away is my favorite clothing feature. The Rip-Away skirt, totally key component of the night. Reminds me of Miss Elizabeth. Let me call my producer. Can you hit the instant replay?
Yeah.
Alexa Bliss returned.
Here's the return on Amazon Music.
Every time I say her name, that thing talks to me. Alexa Bliss making her triumphant return, and it just goes to show, if you wish for something hard enough.
I can't find the song. It's making her trial for return, and it just goes to show, if you wish for something. Something went wrong.
Alexa, stop talking.
Something went wrong.
Oh my God. It just goes to show, if you wish for something hard enough, it may actually happen. So I wished upon a star really hard. Awesome return. And coincidentally, I was just talking about Alexa Bliss's Lily doll on the Purple Stuff podcast. We did a show all about stuffed toys from the 80s and 90s, and it came up. And coincidentally, I have in this Toys R Us bag, I keep my Lily doll. The wild thing is that right after Alexa came out, she clearly had a new version of her Lily doll. So then I'm thinking, my mind is already going. I'm like, I wonder if this is on WWE Shop. So sure as shit, I go on WWE Shop. There's a new Alexa Bliss t-shirt and a new Lily doll. So needless to say, purchased. Overall, it was a really strong Royal Rumble. I had a good time. There wasn't any moment where I was bored. The whole time, I was just really into the event. And that's a good sign, because sometimes you just kind of zone out. This time, I was just fully invested. So great job, WWE, with that event. It's getting me psyched for all the upcoming stuff. We got WrestleMania. SummerSlam is coming to New Jersey. So I'm psyched about that. And before we get out of here, I'm going to tell you, lots of times in my email, I'll get requests to do a survey. When you get these, they'll send you an email, some company that you bought something from, and they'll say, hey, do you mind if you fill out this survey? And we'll put you in the drawing for something, or we'll send you a coupon code or whatnot. Yeah, I'll do a survey. Give me the survey. I always like putting my 2 cents in, or my 3 cents. One of my favorite lines in Weird Science.
Set yourself up. That's 3 cents, please.
And the girl behind the perfume counter, she's like,
You guys are the ones that got beat up at the homecoming game, right?
That's Jill Whitlow, who was also in one of my favorite rentals. Probably once every 2 months I rented this as a kid, Night of the Creeps. So I met Jill Whitlow at one of the horror cons, and I actually never posted it, but I loved how comedic she was in that Weird Science scene. It was this really bit part, and I think a lot of people just kind of gloss it over, but I find that to be one of the most humorous parts of that entire movie, because of how deadpan serious she was. This was never before seen. I never put this on social media, but here's the picture of us. Just a really awesome person, fun to be around and talk to. So the company that was asking me for the survey was Carvel, and I'm a huge Carvel ice cream fan, mostly soft serve. So they're asking, out of these new flavors, can you rate them? Which ones would you like to see? These are just like ideas that they're having, I guess. So I'm going through all these flavors, and none of them are appealing to me in any way. I'm not going to get into all the flavors. I could say one of them was like tiramisu. They weren't anything completely out of the ordinary. So as I'm going through and just like not interested in any of them, crap,
crap.
I'm putting them all like really low rating, and they're like, you don't want none of these? No, I don't want none of these. None of these sound good at all. I am on a completely different wavelength than who's ever coming up with these flavors. None of these appeal to me. So then they ask, what are your flavor ideas? So you want my flavor ideas? You want to hear my ideas for free? Like, yeah, okay, so I'm going to give it to them for free because maybe they'll make them. Immediately, I love their soft serve. So I'm only thinking soft serve. And they've already done a lot of my favorite soft serve flavors. They've done mint, they've done pistachio, but I want to have bubblegum soft serve. I want to have toasted almond soft serve. Think of how good that would be. You know those toasted almond bars, but in a soft serve flavor. That just sounds amazing. Then I was also thinking if Carvel does an exclusive tie-in with WWE and they brought back the WWE Superstars ice cream bars, that would be something else. When you think about it, they could make it exactly like the old ice cream bars, and it would be same packaging. You go over to the freezer in the Carvel ice cream store and it's in there. Totally exclusive to the shops. That's where you get it in a Carvel shop. Not like those bars that came out maybe like 7 or 8 years ago. I don't know, it could have been 10 years ago. But they were nothing. They were basically ice cream sandwiches. They were not like the originals. You know what I'm talking about. Rainbow cookie would be an awesome soft serve flavor. Those Italian rainbow cookies that I'm obsessed with, that would be an awesome flavor. I also wouldn't mind matcha soft serve. I can keep going, but I'll stop there. So yeah, just keep sending me these surveys because I'm going to give you my 2 cents. And then you're going to say, nobody will buy these except him. So happy to have Alexa Bliss back in WWE. It's been a great time. Thanks for hanging out with me here at Sludge Central. This is Jay, signing off.